Yeah, we're back here with you on KPRC2. Plus, our sports team is in baseball mode with the Astros home opener today. Randy McIlvoy and our buddy Chancellor Johnson give their thoughts on the Astros home opener, and they look ahead to the rest of the season as well.
All right, thanks a lot, Randy and Chancellor with you as we want to talk a little Astros because, hey, opening day, the home opener has arrived, Chancellor, at Minute Maid Park. It's going to be a fun day downtown there at the ballpark. It's been a long time since we've seen these Astros. This was an epic road trip that took forever. They're finally coming back, and there's something special, whether you've got 9 games under your belt or not. The opening day flavor at any ballpark is going to be special.
Absolutely, Randy. It's something that Astros fans have been waiting for a long time, the return of the Houston Astros right back at the Juice Box. And they get things started with a divisional opponent. They come in 5-4 after their long road trip, but I think Astros fans are really excited to see how they fare in their homestand starting tonight.
Yeah, so the MLB lockout got this thing started, and they were scattered about. Many of these guys were right here in Houston, but they went right to West Palm Beach and put in that abbreviated spring training. A lot of people were looking at that as, hey, will they be in shape? Will the pitcher's arms kind of hold up? What's that going to be like? Well, we've seen it's actually paid off pretty good. We saw Verlander go, 8 innings on Saturday, a little over 80 pitches, and so he's good to go. So I think all the guys are starting to settle in right now, but they went to West Palm, then they flew across country. They've been on the road in, Anaheim, Arizona, Seattle. I think they're finally ready to step foot back in H-Town and to have some fun in front of the home fans.
Most definitely, and I think you just touched on it right there. I think injury concerns were the biggest thing coming in with the Astros, whether it was Justin Verlander or Alex Bregman, but both look healthy and they've been playing like it as well. Justin Verlander had a fantastic start over the weekend on Saturday, 8 Ks in the win over the Mariners there. And then earlier to start the year, Alex Bregman had AL Player of the Week honors as well. So far, so good on the injury front. But offensively, I think they need some work there. But I think we'll see a little bit better of a showing here at Minute Maid Park.
I agree with you. I mean, you look coming off the road trip, solidifying a winning road trip, and that's not easy to do when you're going to those cities they went to, Anaheim, Arizona, and Seattle. Seattle's kind of a team that people are thinking could give the Astros a pretty good run in the AL West this year, but they are back, but with that winning record. But you just touched on it. There are concerns on the small sample size right now, and it's the offense. Too often, they had that one breakout inning, I think in Game 2 against the Angels when they scored, 7-8 runs in the inning or something like that. But really not a lot since then. And I do think in time the bats are going to come alive. Right now you look at some of these numbers, Kyle Tucker, Jose Altuve, Yuli Gurriel. I mean, there's 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are really struggling right now. I don't know if that's tied to the shortened spring training or not, but you got to think maybe it has something to do with it. But you hit on Alex Bregman, too, off to a pretty good start as well. And he's healthy, and that's the main thing. They've got to have him all season long.
They most definitely do. And just going back to what you're saying on the offense, earlier over the weekend, manager Dusty Baker said he was just telling his team to practice patience. He believes that the offense will be there, and I think so too. And it also doesn't help they were missing Yordan Alvarez, who's out due to sickness. We'll see if he'll be back for this week. And obviously that adds a spark to their lineup. He's their big bat there. So I think once he comes back and guys get a couple more games underneath them, we'll see this offense return to what we've seen over the past few years.
Yeah, certainly. Grind. They're not getting much rest, that's for sure. Hey, real quick, we had about 90 seconds. What are your thoughts? And I'll weigh in too. With Carlos Correa gone, Jeremy Pena has gotten so much attention so far. Chancellor, he's played every day. Did not play Sunday in Seattle, but it was a planned day off all along, so he should be back in the lineup, I would imagine, for the home opener coming up tonight. But he's been fun to watch, not only defensively. He's made a lot of good plays already in this first 9-10 ball games, but he's also swinging the bat pretty good, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Jose Altuve and Martin Maldonado were championing him over spring training. And earlier on this part of the season, we can see why. And actually, my favorite moment from the Astros season so far came when he had his first home run where his parents were being interviewed and he hit it while they were being interviewed. It was a really awesome moment, but I'm excited to see him play in Minute Maid Park and see what he can do in front of these home fans.
Yeah, I think the fans are really going to fall in love with Jeremy Pena. They just saw a brief sample size when he got called up last year after that nice run at AAA, but they know he is the guy right now. And I really think in a situation like this, Chancellor, the fans, and he will have his struggles like any big leaguer does. We're seeing it right now with some of these superstars. They're going to be patient with him because he's so young, but his upside and his ceiling is so high defensively and with the bat. And when Jose Altuve says, hey, you're going to be a future superstar. That says a lot coming from a guy like Altuve. So the sky's the limit for a guy like Jeremy Pena. And I'm excited when he gets his name called, when they introduce, because they'll go through the whole deal during pregame tonight when they introduce the full team there and line them up down the first base line. When he gets his name called, I think there's going to be a loud roar for Jeremy Pena, to say the least. But should be a lot of fun. Astros finally home tonight against the Angels, Minute Maid Park, 7:10 first pitch. Street Fest starts at 4. It's going to be fun. We've got you covered all day long here on KPRC 2. For Chancellor Johnson, Randy McElvoy, back to you guys. We're ready for some baseball at Minute Maid tonight.
Oh, yeah, Randy. Thank you, Chance, too. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
That's fun.